Hi, my name is Sherry Davis and I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and I will be your book lady for this event. I'm so excited to introduce you to Usborne Books and More, and if you already know of Usborne Books and More, I hope to introduce you to some books that you haven't seen so you can add to your collection. Usborne Books and More is two publishers. Usborne Publishing, based out of the UK, and Kane Miller Publishing, based out of the United States. So we often say that Usborne is good for the head and Kane Miller is good for the heart. So together they just create this really wonderful, well-rounded product line. Usborne Publishing was named Children's Publisher of the Year in 2012 and 2014, and their goal is to help all children develop a love of reading, and for kids that already have a love of reading to just kind of help them feed that love. The books are really stylish, they're durable, they're really affordable. Over half of them are $9.99 or less, and kids just love them. They're so interactive. So I want to start off by showing you some of the books that kind of just typify what we're all about, and some of these books are my favorites. So probably our best known series, and sometimes when people say they haven't heard of Usborne, they have actually heard of this series. It's called the That's Not My series. It's our most popular series for babies and toddlers. And it's popular because babies and toddlers love them. So I have here That's Not My Lion. We have a ton of titles. We have That's Not My Princess, Dragon, Dinosaur, Plane, Car, Cow, Monkey. So this one's one of my favorites, That's Not My Lion. So they're these touchy-feely board books with rounded corners, and they're extremely durable. So they can be chewed on, drooled on, and they really stand up to it. We have lots with some great little teeth marks all around, but they're still going strong. So they use word repetition, and then they also introduce children to new words and textures. So all the pages will say, That's not my lion. And then it'll say something like, its nose is too fuzzy. It has a texture to go along with it. The background changes color on each of the pages, which can help to re-grab a child's attention. So we use these books for my daughter for tummy time. So we lay it out in front of her, and then when she started to get fussy and didn't want to do it anymore, we'd turn the page, and it would kind of re-grab her attention and allow her to do it for longer. And then each page has a little white mouse to find on it, so as kids get a little older, they can start looking for that little white mouse. And then the last page will say, That's my lion. Its mane is so shaggy with the texture. Just really adorable series. One of the first series that really grabbed my child's attention. Another great series for babies and toddlers is our Slide and See book. So this is Slide and See Under the Sea. We also have Slide and See Farm, Animals, Dinosaurs, and Zoo. This one's one of my favorites. So it has this little finger slap that a child can put their little finger in and easily slide back and forth to change the picture. They're really durable, super colorful pictures, and just some simple text in it. So these are one of my daughter's favorites to grab. She'll grab it like first thing in the morning, and she'll play with it for like 15-20 minutes, and I can like enjoy a cup of coffee. It's pretty fantastic. So this series is just one of my favorite series. Another great series for toddlers. So this is My Farm Animal World. We also have My Wild Animal World, I Can Count, and My First 100 Words. So it's actually 9 books in here. It has also a little magnetic case. So it has 9 little books for little hands, tiny board books, and so this one's farm, so it's all farm animals. So this one's chicken. It says, I am a chicken. My home is a coop. My baby is called a chick. I eat corn. I cluck, cluck, cluck. So they all kind of follow that pattern and go through each of the animals. My daughter loves to stack these as like blocks, and then they also have what goes where, and so they can also be great for matching. So love this series. Kane Miller has some wonderful, really heartwarming, just stories with really great lessons in it. And this is one of my favorites. It's Jonathan James and the What If Monster. So Jonathan James has this what if monster that's trying to put all of these worries into his head. What if you fall? What if the food is bad? What if you're bad? What if they laugh at you? And so finally, Jonathan James stands up to his what if monster and he says, Now wait just a minute, I have something to say. After hearing your what ifs all through the day, I hear all your worries, I hear all your claims, but what if you're wrong? Asked Jonathan James. So he kind of stands up to his what if monster and says, well, what if I run in a really big race and I have fun no matter what place? What if my drawing goes up on the wall? What if, this is the last line, and it kind of makes me tear up because I just think it's such a beautiful lesson. It says, what if the chance that I take in the end is just how I meet my very best friend? So I think this is just such a great lesson for adults and kids alike, because we all have a little what if monster in us that is telling us not to try new things. The book also, you can buy separately this What If Monster plush. So this is just great reminder of the story to teach your kids not to worry. They can even tell their worries to this little what if monster. So super cute, adorable title. Usborne is probably best known for their nonfiction. It's something they do really well and are very well known for. So I want to show you our Young Beginners series and our Beginners series. So Young Beginners, this is dinosaurs. And it's great for kids about 3 to 5. It has illustrations in it and just very simple text, really colorful illustrations. And the text is broken up into chunks, so it's kind of easier to digest. And then our beginner series is good for kids about 5 to 7 or 8. So this uses photography and really gorgeous photography. And another cool thing about these books, these beginners books, is the background changes color on each page. So it can kind of re-grab a child's attention, but also for kids that have learning disabilities, can help them to focus on the letters, and kids that maybe have dyslexia can help them to focus on the letters. So this is a really great series, and they're hardcover, and they're only $4.99 each, so super affordable. Another great nonfiction title, this is one of my favorites. It's one of the first Usborne books that I got, and my daughter was 5 months when I was introduced to Usborne, and I had to get it because I was like, this is just such a cool book. It's called The Story of Inventions, so kind of this like history of inventions book. So it has some kind of common like toilets and bikes and telephones, but then it also has some really interesting ones. It has the invention of jeans, zippers, post-it notes. One of my favorites is the spread of chocolate. So it talks about how chocolate was originally kind of marketed and packaged and sold. And the illustrations in it are so fun and just really makes it easier to read with the illustrations. The text is also broken up into chunks to kind of make it easier to get through. And super fun book. Your kids won't even know they're learning. They'll just enjoy reading about these inventions. Usborne has some great drawing, activity, math books, activity books that kind of combine learning and skills. So this is one of my favorite drawing books. It's step-by-step drawing. Teaches kids to draw step-by-step. So it has how to draw cars, cats, trees, castles, robots, all sorts of things in it. And it has just step-by-step how to do it, and it has tons of white space for you to do it yourself. And then it kind of teaches you how to change the drawing a little bit. So once you have it, how you can kind of personalize it and make it a little, for the fish, make them a little bit different. So such a great drawing activity book. Another great drawing book that combines art and math. This is for kids a little older. It's called This Is Not a Math Book. So for kids that think they don't like math, this is the perfect book for them. So just teaches you how art and math can go hand in hand. And it's just a great activity book that will keep your kids learning and interested in that the whole time. So I love this book. I love our Big Maze series. So we have Big Maze book, we have second Big Maze book, third Big Maze book, and then Very Big Maze book, which combines all three of them together, and it's cheaper, so you can save a little money by getting that combined volume, the Very Big Maze book. So Big Maze book, the mazes in this book are so neat. And there's also these extra activities to do in them. So, treasure to find and people to rescue and extra little puzzles to solve in it. And there's 50 mazes, and the mazes get progressively harder as the book goes on, which is just really neat. And the mazes, as you can see, are just really, really cool mazes. So I love this Big Maze series. Another favorite of mine, I just love this title. It's called Do Nice, Be Kind, Spread Happy. So it's all about teaching kids kindness. And so it's kind of like this kindness activity book. So it has a bunch of activities for kids to do to show kindness. So hug through the mail, get someone to draw around your outstretched arms on the plain side of a piece of paper, and then you send it in the mail to someone, send them a hug in the mail. So, just some neat stuff to do. Welcome the new kid in town. Be a porter for a day. So open the door for everyone. So we just need so much more of this to teach our kids about kindness and to give them just really practical ways that they can do that. So we actually have a lot of great books for teens and young adults. And this is one of my favorite series for teens and young adults. Just super interesting kind of action-adventure sci-fi series. So it's called The Last 13. It's about 13 dreamers who are all having these crazy dreams that are starting to come true. And they have to find each other and also avoid capture. So just a really great action-adventure series for kids that, maybe like books like The Maze Runner and things like that. So these are all of the books that I want to show you. These kind of show you what Usborne is all about. These are just a few of the many, many books that we have, and I'm so excited to introduce you to more at the party.